And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run. First down.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's spot shadow first baseman. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make...
Hit down the third baseline. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 8th, center fielder.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. High in the air out to center field. Jones is under it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3. In now for the O's, Chance Sisco, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. Grounded to third. And the throw stretches him out at first as the umpire says he stayed on the bag. Bang, bang play there for the first down.
Designated hitter.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. He flied out leading off the ball game. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. Third inning, no score to this point. 2-2 now.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Brandon Drury will bat next. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Valencia sprinting after it. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
Great sliding catch right there, but that can be awful risky. If you flop that one and mess it up, that ball's going to the wall, and everybody's scoring. He secures the catch, and the runners have to stand pat.
Towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up,
for the
and
Yankees.
was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Standing in now, Aaron Judge. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Count still at 1-2. 1 out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is stepping in and ready for another shot. Manny Machado. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
The 3-2 pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Ready for another chance? Chris Davis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 2-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Another full count pitch home. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. 3-2 one more time. A swinging bunt up the line. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Trey Mancini. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Popped him up. Wade waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Jonathan Scope now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Takes this the other way to right. But he will close fast out there in right field as he comes on to put it away, and the inning is over. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Giancarlo Stanton now, a base hit in his first trip.
Giancarlo
Now the 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Digging in to try it again, Gary Sanchez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Jones is after it. 2 down. Here's Didi Gregorius. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Didi Gregorius.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Mancini waits on it, and that ends the inning. 3-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Third baseman, number 1.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Beckham. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ball taken there. 2-1 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chance Sisco. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Fortunately for him, though, no error on the bobble, and the runners will hold at first and second now.
Now batting.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. A full count now for the Orioles center fielder.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More from the Bronx after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tyler Wade. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Popped him up. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Softly on the line to third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
In now, Brandon Drury. Heading out towards shallow right. Valencia is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2. Here's Brett Gardner now.
Brett Gardner.
Hicks running from first. Pitch outside. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Riding in once again, Manny Machado. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. The 1-2 pitch. Hot shot down the line. Drury has it. And now a jump throw against his body. And a long throw across the diamond gets him. That's a nice play. Here's Chris Davis now. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for Sonny Gray. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening. David Robertson will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
David Robertson.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. A little low. It's 2-2. There's a line drive, base hit to left field. Davis will round first and make his way to second now. And he'll pull into second with one away. Wow, this is a perfect example of what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Judge is there, and he has it for the out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now.
The second baseman, number 6.
Digging in once again, Jonathan Stope. Runner in scoring position with 2 runs. A ball and 2 strikes now. Robertson, originally from the state of... And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. See the speedy break. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brett Gardner. This is swung on and missed as Gardner's a strikeout victim, 1 away.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch.
Right
He just didn't get the bat to the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Davis is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Greg
Ready for
Bird.
another shot now, Greg Bird. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues. Giancarlo Stanton will get a chance in the inning following the base hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short man. Well, that's obviously the case with this
Giancarlo
man. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get safe.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. In the dirt, and now let's see. Is there, and he's out trying to take second. Down in order go the Yankees. And this is still a nothing ball game. Tommy
pitching for the New York
will come
Yankees.
on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Tommy Kingley.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Bird in foul ground, and that's the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 1.
Ready for another chance? Tim Beckham. It was a walk in his last trip. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting it. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Austin Hayes. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Into the box, Danny Valencia. Hit out towards second. Wade over to his left. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. Bottom. Leading off the inning, Giancarlo Stanton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 1-1. Is laid off for ball 2. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Now batter, the shortstop.
Next for New York, Didi Gregorius.
Orioles.
It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. Legs churning, he's headed for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. And, Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring in time this game become a lot greater.
Neil Walker come on to pinch hit here, and a big Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Down the left field line and deep. Mancini is after it, and it in fact lands in the corner, foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Neil Walker. Bounce it to the left side, backhanded. And they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the inning is over. Neil Walker will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Dylan Betances will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. There's the 2-1 home. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in third. It's 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now this is the way you want to start off the series. We haven't even hit the weekend yet, and he's on the board again, this time with a double. This is going to be a good 4-game set for him if he can keep this up.
The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready now for Baltimore, Trey Mancini. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Ready once again, Jonathan Stowe. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Now batting number 10, center fielder Adam Jones.
In now for the O's, Adam Jones. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Orioles strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Aaron Hicks, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Schob shading to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Brandon Drury will bat next. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others. But not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Mancini is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
It's a nice job by the batter right there, able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. We're going to see a pitching change. Is asking to do it for his starter here tonight. Michael Givens enters the game in a save situation, but he'll be asked to get 4 outs here instead of the standard 3. And he can't make the play as he overruns it, but that should be scored as an infield single. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on it. I guess I would throw it back and get 2 quick outs right there and then get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next bit?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll, you lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first one.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Now the beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to baseball on the show from right here in the Big Apple. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball down below the knees.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4. And they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. This is pulled into right. And that's in there. Base hit. Austin Hayes will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on 1 swinging bat, as this was the swing right here. Jonathan Holder comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Grounded back up the middle. Here's Walker for 1 on the first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Beckham at third with 2 away. Still 1-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Orioles lead 1. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Hit sharply on the ground. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bring the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Stanton aboard here at first with nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Britton pauses. Here it is on 2-1. And that one just missed outside.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Full count now, 3-2. Stanton gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now the payoff pitch home, and it's fouled away. Once again, a 3-2. Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, look at the sliding stop. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next for the Yankees.
Digging in and looking for more.
Didi Gregorius.
He needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Good pitch as this is swung on, missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved.
Last chance for the Yankees. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Outside in a full count, 3-2. Hit out toward second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they live to fight some more.
Aaron O'Day takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Stepping in now, Neil Walker. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. Gregorius leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. This is line to left. In there, base hit.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the ninth. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off.
In now, Aaron Hicks. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. The This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The O's jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Ramirez earns his first win of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian.